Hello, it's time for another episode of It's Not About You. My name is Pastor Bob Benson. I pastor Christ Lutheran Church. We've been talking about selflessness and how we live this thing out and how Jesus had all the power in the world, but he never used it to benefit himself. And how do we live in that way? Because as Christians, as little Christ, that's what we're called to do. We're called to live like Jesus lived. And I got thinking about this morning. I looked up in the Urban Dictionary selfishness. It says there, the greedy act of removing all items from a store shelf. We had this great teaching time during COVID when all the toilet paper disappeared. What was wrong with hoarding toilet paper? The thing wrong with hoarding toilet paper is we may be taking something to put in storage that somebody else needs today. Thinking about ourselves more highly than we think about other people. And that's opposite of what we're told to do in the Bible. The Bible says that we're supposed to think about others more highly than we think about ourselves. It's an act of pure selfishness. Panicked people grabbed every available roll of toilet paper off the shelf, every available bottle of water off the shelf. It disappeared. And then I'd go to people's houses and you'd see 3 or 4 cases of bottled water stacked on the floor and 10 packages of toilet paper. And I get it. There is something to having a little extra. But really, if we're creating that shortage and we're making it very difficult for people that need those things today, are we really thinking about those people? If everybody acted the way I do, what kind of a society would we have? And that's the question I keep asking myself. Am I a contributor to this, or am I a detractor from this society by the way I act? I want to be a contributor, and give me an opportunity to say why I'm a contributor. It gives us an opportunity, when people see that we live differently, it gives us an opportunity to share why we live differently. And really, that's the selflessness that we've been called to as Christians. I would encourage you to ask yourself every morning as you get up, how is it that I'm going to act today, and how will that contribute or detract from the society that I live in? We're supposed to be salt and light in the world that we live in today. And I don't know, but it seems like the darkness is spreading. And the darkness is spreading because we're not shining the light. So for It's Not About You, please evaluate what you do every day and then go out and do the right things for the right reasons. So for Pastor Bob Benson and It's Not About You, thank you for taking the time to watch.